Here we are again, looking at Bikke, but I think we got a bit unlucky last time. Now I could head back, get a level up, but I think it's going to be a waste of time. We're just going to try again. Hopefully, this time we will get all the shields and fizzes cast before dying. So, yeah. Oh, never mind that. Okay, one more try. Otherwise, we'll leave here, level up a bit, get some revenge. Oh, that's one pirate down. More shields. Might as well cast Cure now, I think. Yeah. Heal, I mean. So, we didn't get to discussing why I like Clash Royale so much. And, well, check it out. It's free on your mobile and tablet devices. And when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, this is kind of like Hearthstone, whatever. But it's real time. But there's no necessity for quick dexterity or anything. Yeah, anybody can play it. And I mean, it helps if you have an iPad or a bigger tablet. So what you do in Clash Royale is you make a deck of only 8 cards. So there's not that much creativity when it comes to building a deck. But I love the battles. There's a lot of different ingredients which I like to see in competitive games. First of all, being real time, it makes the bouts really quick. I think the every fight lasts 3 minutes and can go into overtime for another minute. So yeah, it's easy to pop in a fight whenever you feel like it. Oops. And being real time, good. Yeah, you don't have to wait for your opponent to make choices. So that's convenient. So you make your deck with 8 different cards, and you try to destroy the other player's towers. Usually you win by 1-0, sometimes 2-0, 2-1. But what I like is that you kind of make a party of these 8 characters. Usually there's a tank, and there's some backup, and there are some defensive cards. And you try to make most good decks have a nice mix, but some of them are like combo decks, which try to do something kind of zany. So that's also a strategy. And it's fun to collect all the cards, even though the game only has, I think, about 100 different cards. You can level them up, so there's always incentive to start playing every day. Yeah, I usually criticize games for not giving you all the cards or characters at the start of a game, but it's okay. Um, I mean, I still don't have all the legendaries. I'm still missing 2. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, I've been playing, I guess, fanatically for about 5 months now. So it's kind of weird still not having all the cards. And I've spent about 40 euros on it, I believe, maybe 60. I think it's only fair for a game I'm enjoying every day. So when it comes to the death, well, first there's building a deck that works well together. That can make a big difference. So it's also fun to toy around with that, see if you can make a deck around a certain card. But it's not like Magic or Hearthstone. It doesn't go as deep as that, but it's deep enough to be interesting. And then comes the combining of cards during play. Now your opponent is also playing cards, so you have to counter them too. And I had a lot of fun finding out which cards beat which cards in certain situations, which combinations of cards beat certain combinations. So that's something I'm still learning through all these months. You know, what happens if my opponent plays a I don't know, tombstone, and I'm attacking with a I don't know, a mini Pekka, and I have a zap, and they have something else. So that was one of our last heals. Well, we're doing pretty well so far. I still have heals on the paladin in case necessary. Oh, and the priest. No. Does the priest have heals? Nope. And neither does the priest. So it's an easy formula. But what Clash Royale has more than Hearthstone, besides speed, is even more mind games. Again, it's not up to the level of Yomi or Street Fighter or anything, but oh look, we won gold, XP, all good. Most of all, ship. Yeah, we'll take it. You don't bother us, right? No, you stay here. Nope. So, because some cards counter other cards quite efficiently in Clash Royale, the first minute I spent kind of trying to find out which cards my opponent has, and then, you know, they're finding out which cards I have, and thinking ahead, and then you start thinking ahead. Okay, what happens next time I try playing this card? What are they going to do? And your opponent will kind of play around that, and I think that's a lot of fun trying to outwit your opponent when it comes to playing the certain cards. I mean, you can. There are many ways to counter certain things. One of the most interesting things is that if your opponent sets up an attack, you can quickly counter that attack by attacking the other side of the field, so that their original attack isn't as powerful, because they're going to have to defend your other attack. I think it's very exciting to see if you can actually pull that off. I play. That's one of the reasons also I play kind of a all-round deck. I like playing decks with giants because it's a build-up deck, but I'd say a third of the decks I come across are even slower than mine. So they're using golems or Three Musketeers or Pekka. So at times they're building something up, and I think, okay, I got to go into the aggressive stance now, and it's really interesting to make that choice. Do I apply pressure if they're attacking, or do I try to build up a defense? And I might or might not know which cards they have, so it's a bit of a guess, and you're going to have to make that guess according to what your opponent has done so far. And if you play well, you can kind of trick your opponent. I play a very, very standard deck, to be honest. Currently, I think it's maybe the 5th most popular deck. It's a giant with bowler and lightning, and the log. I switch between arrows and zap. Yeah, and archers. I think that's the whole deck. Yeah, tombstone. So a lot of my opponents, they know which cards I'm going to be playing, and I kind of like that because I guess it makes it a bit more honest. I'm not trying to trick my opponent by playing a really funny card. I'm trying to trick them because even though they know what I know, even though they know which cards I have, there are ways to play around that knowledge, and I find that very challenging. So yeah, and if anything else, just installing the game and having some fun. I've shown quite a couple of my friends, and they all enjoy the first couple hours of the game. Definitely. Eventually, some of them stop because it kind of becomes a bit of a grind. To me, it's not much of a grind because I'm having fun getting all the cards, but some people get disappointed that it can take months before you get your first legendary. So, which is kind of odd. Then again, it makes those cards very special, which is also interesting. And if you want to play for serious in that game, the max level of cards is about what it takes to. What I mean to say is that it takes about 4 months of intense play to get your cards to tournament level standards, and I think that's fair. You're not going to be winning tournaments within a month. Let's just be honest here. So maybe it's been on the long side. Luckily, if you play against friends, it doesn't matter what level cards you have in Clash Royale. You will always have the same level. Now, I'm only level 5, amazingly. And I'm heading into the Marsh Cave with this very bad team. But well, what else is there to do? I'm not gonna stay near town. Oh, geez, see this? Okay, we're gonna try it. I guess beating up the creeps will be the quickest. Yeah, I need to use all the shields I have. Okay, here we go. This is reminding me of doing the 4 white mage challenge in the original Final Fantasy. Totally stupid. But you have to do it sooner or later, right, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy. So we should be stronger now with our bronze hammers. We had a hard time beating up creeps the first time we met them in the Temple of Fiends. Everybody's doing 1 damage. Maybe that shield wasn't necessary. But okay, we beat one. Let's continue to the next one. Now, creeps gave pretty bad XP and gold in the original. I buffed it a little bit. I don't remember which number, so I think they're worth fighting. But the ogres have been nerfed a little bit. They were basically the source of gold around this area while trying to save money for your silver sword. And they still give relatively more gold than most enemies. But oh, come on, why are we? We're not hitting very well, are we? Or we're only level 5. That's also a thing. I should save up for a better hammer. So this should be worth our time. Although it would be even better to fight undead. Maybe I should go into the marsh cave and try to find as many bones as possible. Okay. Now, just the ogre. 200 hit points. 15, 24, 5, 31, 50 something, like 60 or something. Okay, so it's going to take about 4 or 5 rounds. Okay, maybe a bit longer. You know, a Viking would be doing about 60 damage each turn, this level. So, by himself, a Viking would be doing more damage. I want to beat this ogre before the end of the video, yes. Okay. Money. Yeah. Okay. 1 fight in the marsh cave. Hopefully undead. Oh, we have to go up. Oh, darn. Oh, don't fight these. These are still pretty hard for my level. Especially with the darkness, which actually works now. Come on. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to get out of here before the end of the video. One more round, and then I'll stop if we don't get out. Alas. Okay. See you next video.